Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Wednesday, September the 14th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room. It is a free room. I share my screen all day long, and I'm live on the mic between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And this is a link you can use if you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas. There is a promo code there. If you took everything we have to offer on an annual basis, it would be a little more than $4 a day. All right, just quickly here, I am in this one. Starting to not work now, but I'm in this one at 4:07. A couple of Holly alerts on this one, and what I mean by that is that we had it got alerted in two different Holly strategies. I may, in fact, swing this one. I'm going to have to see what happens. I already took an initial loss on this a little earlier when it broke down through 4, and I got back in on this candle here. I took the loss. Got back in it, so we'll just see what happens. I probably put a stop around this area if I am going to swing it. So just have to keep an eye on that one. So kind of an interesting day. Had some nice early trades in a couple of the bios were just flying today because more than likely, let me just expand this a little bit. VTAE, all right, VTAE. This is a buyout. Look at this. I mean, it closed. I don't know why I don't have the data here, but this closed, I think, around $8 or so. Oh, it's down here. That's why. Excuse me. It closed at $8 yesterday. Got bought out by AGN for, I think the offer is around 21 or so. But anyway, this just was. Imagine waking up to this if you were a shareholder of VT. And this was actually a Holly alert several days ago. So anyway. What that really meant, though, is that things like NVAX, some of these smaller bios, they had a nice action, and I got into this one. My average was about. I have been watching this one. If you've been in the room, you know I've been watching this one for quite a while, and it was holding 8. It kept hanging around that $8 level, even though the market on Friday took a header, and of course yesterday took a header, but it kept holding around that 8 level. So I got into the trade at 8:24, a little bit late, but 8:24 right here on this candle, and I sold some off at 8:39. I'm out of it now, but I may get back in as a potential swing because I do like the daily on it, so I may get back in as a swing. The other one was Aria. This was really nice. This when it broke over 11, I took the trade, and 11:03. And now had a lot of these topping tails. I got out at 11:25, right around here, and then as it was starting to come down at 11:15. So not in this one anymore. But again, if I take a look at the daily chart, and oh, that's right. There's no real resistance. I was looking for a void, but there really isn't any resistance. So that's why I like that one. So, but I'm not in it. I'm not in it anymore. However, the time frame here, 15 minutes. Okay. However, here was my little star, and Galapagos. And you know who you are. Somebody said to me, "Well, how did I even find this one?" And one of our posters, one of our customers, he sent me an email with this alert or this window that actually alerted to a GLPG. And if you're watching the video, you know who you are. And so thank you for that. I ended up taking the trade right here at 55.60 and sold some at 55.89. It was a little bit tough. The spread was a little rough. Sold some more, 56.59, almost $1. And then as it was coming down, sold at 56.64. So a really nice trade, like a really, really nice trade. And it's still moving. And I don't think this would have eventually showed up here on my relative volume, top of my relative volume. I'm not actually sure when it showed up, but a very nice alert on this. So thank you, and you know who you are. And I may ask if I can share it with the room, but I'm not going to put your strategy in unless you want me to. But nicely done. And let's see. Took a loss on MYL. to me, it's a miserable one. This was a Holly alert. I got into the trade at 4109. 40. Wow, it's all the way down here. 4109. Just over the whole number, 4109. I took the trade. It was right around here. I think actually it was right there. Holly alert right there. Had a little pop, and then it just dropped, and I got out of the trade at 40. About 41, I guess. So I took a 9-cent loss on that one. And, that was really about it. Another SORL, I took a little loss. What else? MGA. I tried to short MGA at the beginning of the day. MGA was a Holly alert yesterday as a short, and it had a nice rally. And I'm sorry, here it is, and it just sort of flopped around. The 200-day moving average was right around this area, I think. And so I noticed it this morning, and it definitely popped down through the 200-day. And look at that bottoming tail right there. I took the short at 38.88. 38.88 right there, right about there. It looked like it was going to really move down, and then it just came right back up, and I sort of escaped this one at around, I think it was just around 39, so I took a little loss there. But definitely the two early trades in NVAX and NVAX, NVAX and ARIA sort of set the tone for the day. And then this one was just, sort of out of nowhere. Never heard of this one before, Galapagos. And, this is what these are the ones where you look back at the end of the day and you say, why couldn't I have found this one? And, in that particular alert window, I found it. So, that is about it. I am feeling a little under the weather, so this is why I'm going to cut this one short, this video short. So I'm just going to close this down. Anticipate the rest of the week I'm going to be kind of dragging a bit. So this is the address to get into the room, and I share the room. I share my screen all day long. I'm usually there at about 8:45, between 8:30 and 8:45, sharing my screen, and then I get live on the mic at 9 o'clock. I would encourage you to come early, because that's when we do discuss some of the things which might set up for the balance of the day. Sarepta was one of them. I didn't show you Sarepta, but look at this one. Sarepta. Talked about it in the pre-market. I did not get into it, but the look at the pre-market move, and this is all because some individual at the FDA left, and he had been a harsh critic of Sarepta the whole time, and this just absolutely ripped. And unfortunately, I did not get into this one. It was pretty tough. I mean, there's a big topping tail right there on the 15, and it came back down. And I sort of took my eye off it. I was in the other two smaller ones, which offered a pretty good percentage increase. So I'm not too upset that I missed this one, but nonetheless, this is what we do in the pre-market, though. We sort of identify ones that could be moving, and that's why I think you should come in a little early. All right, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow in our trading room. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.